mat to brace himself, and that gives up his defense.
So we go to 141 pounds, where we got top-ranked Cole Matthews for the Panthers. He will be wrestling Jordan Titus for West Virginia. Tim Flynn was excited to see what Titus could do. He's been wrestling well for the Mountaineers, and to see him against a top-ranked guy, wanted to see if his guy was, where he was at. This is a good level test for Jordan Titus.
Yeah, why not wrestle him? Why not get excited? I mean, this is an opportunity. Everyone always talks about, you have to wrestle the number one ranked guy. You have to wrestle this guy, that guy. You don't have to. You get to. This is an opportunity. This is fun. This is what you look forward to. If you're not wrestling the best guys, why even go out there?
Stalling call early on here against Titus.
And you see that laid-back style from Matthews until he gets those double unders, and he cranks it up and turns it on. And that's what makes him so dangerous, is that he can flip that switch, and he's super explosive in these current situations. But when you see him maintain really good position and kind of just almost stay still, some people say it's not very exciting until he explodes.
Saw it there. Good job by Titus, somehow getting out away from that takedown.
And although Matthews is just kind of in his stance and waiting for Titus to engage, his positioning is so good. And that frustrates his opponents. If it makes them be more active. It makes them maybe do things that they're not normally do. And when his opponents have to open up like that, that's when Matthews can strike.
Still scoreless here, about halfway through the first. Matthews has been one who at times is a reactive wrestler, gets on the defensive, super hard to score on. But what you liked in that last flurry that you saw was the quickness from Matthews. He's got it back. He had that knee injury from a couple of years back, and he's just super explosive. And when he gets to his offense, look out.
Yeah, Matthews had some close matches at Midlands, and it's funny. Some people were messaging me saying, "Oh, he only won by 1 point, or he only beat this guy, 4-3." And yeah, he's the number one guy in the country, but he's fighting for every single point he can out here, and it's not easy no matter what. Yeah, he's the number one guy, but you now have a target on your back. So guys are going to up their game. They're going to come at you with everything they have. They're giving you their best wrestling. And, when you have that number one spot next to your name, you are expected to win. You're expected to actually not only win, but to dominate, and it's not that easy. It's not that easy. This is Division I wrestling. All one of these guys are tough.
Scoreless at the end of one, and yeah, no doubt about it, right? I mean, you got guys who are not even seeing the lineup that are multiple-time state champs. So, it's the talent level is so extreme in the sport that, you're not used to that where, you wrestle a tournament, maybe you had 1-2 tough matches. Now you get into college, it's like the opening match is like your state finals match.
Yeah, exactly, and it's 0-0 after the first period. You got a unranked wrestler wrestling the number one ranked guy in the country, and some people were probably saying, "What the heck, Matthews?" And that's not me. Titus is giving him everything he has, and he's not gonna fold over for Matthews just because he's ranked number one. Like that doesn't matter. So give these guys some credit.
Matthews tough on top, showing it here so far. He's continuing to ride in this matchup.
Yeah, doing a nice job. Now he's got the right boot in. He's going figure four ride, and you'll see him drive off his left toe. So he has a figure four, right? And he's going to try to drive off his left toe and circle to his left here. He's applying nice pressure on top, trying to bump Titus's arm out, break him down a little bit.
We have really nowhere for Titus to go. We get a stalemate.
It is nearly impossible to get off a bottom when a guy has a figure 4 leg ride in. It is so difficult. It truly does immobilize you.
Titus tried to get to his feet, but Matthews, that claw.
Titus putting himself in a nice situation here, potentially looking to get a reversal.
Nice job getting into the position he needed to. And Matthews, as opposed to going through a scramble situation that may have resulted in some points on the board for Titus, just gave the one. And will look to get out on his own here in the bottom of the third. Look at Titus. That switch. Essentially, Matthews tried to step over here, but Titus got in good position.
Yeah, good wrestling by both guys there. Nice escape by Titus when he needed it late in the period. Titus going for a claw tilt there, and I like the attempt. You know, he was a little bit closer than I think some may think for turning Matthews there. That was a nice attempt. Now he has Matthews flat, and this is where he wants to be, trying to get some of that rod time down. Now we're looking at a minute 10.
Hey, you thought you may get Matthews out quick, and then with that escape and the ride time point would be enough. But he's got it under a minute now. And that's huge.
So Titus has the lead right now, technically.
Oh, now he just rides. He rides, he wins.
Rides, he wins, and, you know, I'm sure his confidence is a little bit high right now. I'm sure Matthews is, you know, maybe a little bit of, I don't know how he's feeling. You know, what you don't want to see from Matthews is any panic and him do something desperate and get himself in a current situation. Now, you have plenty of time. Just wrestle. Stick with what you're good at, right? And just what we saw, a stand-up, nothing crazy, pretty traditional. And now it's 1-1.
Jordan Titus, a guy who was 168-7 in high school. He's a state champ. He was an Ironman champion as well. So a very talented wrestler.
Absolutely. The Mountaineers should be excited about him for their future.
.120 match is a great duck under there. Wow.
Wow. That was a beautiful takedown. And he has Matthews flat right now, and he's feeling good. That was a beautiful duck under. Super duck. Didn't even touch Matthews. Got right under his armpit. You see his head go right under his armpit. Wow.
Big upset here at 141 pounds. Jordan Titus. Tim Flynn mentioned he wanted to see what he could do against Cole Matthews, and look at this.
Untouched. Head goes right under the armpit. Looks towards the ceiling. Brings his hips around. Slick.
Explosive takedown, and he knocks off #1 ranked Cole Matthews. And West Virginia has a 6-4 lead